It is dedication and passion, not a job. Wise playing. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Like, I would even say, chat, that you know, man, like I did that in those days, but I will never do that again. It was very, very unhealthy, man. I also have to say, chat, and I'm gonna admit, I was very, very fucking depressed. So the only thing that was taking my mind off, like, all the problems and the shit I had in my life, was having this fucking gear that every day I knew that my mission was to fucking get like one more level. I know that this sounds depressing as fuck, but that's literally the reality. That was my life. I used to wake up and my goal was to get a few more gear levels, and that's all I did. Oh man. But you know, it's good to look back, and then you kind of appreciate to where you are right now, right? But it's also not I have nothing to hide in that sense, man. I will I think, you know what, mental health is not as spoke out, like, especially for men, man. Men, we have a very hard time to outspoke how we feel and our true emotions, because we always have to be seen as like the tough guy, the provider, like the you know what I'm saying, the guy that will take care of everything. So you gotta be tough and you gotta be rough, you know, like. And the reality is, like, every man has, it doesn't matter how stoic, like, from stoic, I think that's how you say, from stoicism you are. Yeah, like, we are still fucking human, man, and sometimes we just have fucking bad days. That's just how it is. We have bad days, we have bad weeks, and sometimes, fuck me, we have bad months. And I feel like society should make it more okay for men to speak a bit more openly about how they feel. And I feel like every time, and also, please, chat, whenever you try to open up with a group of friends, right? When you were a kid, a lot of people would think like, oh, you're a pussy, right? That's just is a man behavior, right? Like, if you talk about emotional things, you're a pussy. That's literally how I was raised, you know? Like, as a kid, you don't talk about that shit. You're a dude. So that's actually a very toxic thing. And now I'm 30, right? So I kind of developed like the same feelings that I don't want to speak about how I feel truly. And if I'm feeling bad, I will just have to deal it alone. And I know that I got people around me to help me, but I just push them away. It's a bit like I'm stubborn, and it comes from a proud. Like, I'm proud. I'm a proud dude, you know? But it's just not healthy, man. It's just not healthy to do. It's amazing how I can join to random moments on your stream and you always talking about something interesting and important. Yo, Macy, thank you so much, man. It's just like, there's only so much I can speak about the game, right? There's only so much. Like, sometimes we are fucking, listen, I love the game. I love gaming, but I'm also a fucking dude, you know? You know? Sometimes I like to talk about some real shit. And I'm doing this for myself, and I'm doing it for you guys to tell you guys that it is okay. It is okay to fuck up in life. It is okay to feel lost. And also for you guys to understand that one day things will get better. That's just how it is. Things will fucking get better. I always believe that. I always believe that. I'm in that sense, chat, I'm a unrealistic optimist guy. I always think that doesn't matter how fucked up it is, life always has a way to turn around. 147 days to level 30, that's crazy. It took me 2 years. I know. It was very crazy. And if you guys wanna know something, look at this, chat. If you guys go to my videos, the most popular video right now, it actually surpassed the Ota build. That's insane. It is this one, the fastest gear leveling guide until now. And it is because, let me tell you, maybe someone will break that record, or maybe someone already did, I'm sure, but it was a lot of fucking work. So I wanted to share that. I want to share like things that that video, the main purpose of that video is not to flex. It's not to like show off. It is, hey, I did this, I learned this, please do it this way so you save time. And that's like my biggest purpose. It usually is like, I know that a lot of you guys are busy, you know, like you have jobs, or you have a life, you have a family, you have kids, and the reality is not everyone has the same time as I have to fucking play video games the whole day. That's just fucking true. So I just said, well, this is the best way, and the way that's gonna save you the most amount of time if you do it like that. We have all had dark times in our yeah, I think I always think this way. We had, because I feel like that's just that life. Life is like a wave, right? Life, unfortunately, is not like a graph that always goes up. Even if you like everything is going like super well in your life, eventually something like, okay, touch wood, but someone next to you, right, may die, or someone that you really cared has a problem. I don't know, like life is just so fucked up. Like a million things can go wrong. So whenever things are going right, just fucking appreciate that. And right now, because I feel like things are going right for me, I am so grateful, because I know that in the future they will not. And and if you see life in this way, you suck the juice out of the good things. So you're not always like super. To be saying, hey, Indez, go to the Discord. I shared the map that I use for tower farm. It's easy and fast and easy. You just go into one tower to the next and pick it up and drop to the second circle. Okay, let me check it out. So I just keep going. All right. Here the map perpetually allow you to kill stuff from the towers. So I average 1400 to 2000 shards, 2-3 minutes, depending on the route. So I go there. Okay, let me try to do this. So I have to do in S, and then I do, okay. I will try my best. I'll try my best to do it. So I should not go for the gear, right? I should not go for it. So true, I lost my little brother last week. Really? What the fuck, bro? I am so fucking sorry, man. I am so fucking sorry to hear that, man. Jesus, that's heartbreaking. Goddamn. That's fucked up, chat. That's fucked up. So it's like shit like that, man. So for me, I'm gonna say, okay. So one of the person that I really loved, almost, I'm not gonna say above everyone, but it was my grandma. Okay, my grandma. Man, she was the fucking best, okay? And she passed away in the beginning of this year, okay? So, man, it's rough. It's rough, man. Now we are trying to take care of my grandpa, but every day she's missed. So it's fucked. It's fucked. That's why I was also like in a tough spot. It was like I think I'm fortunate enough that was the first time I had to deal with something like that, and I'm already 30, right? So I was lucky. I know I'm lucky. I know like people have to deal with these things early on in life, but for me it was the first experience, and it was like someone like super dear to me. And the reality is like it hits you, and then it stops hitting you, and then like once in a while the grief just comes out of the blue and makes you like super emotional. It's just like such a fucked up feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it never lets you go. Like my grandpa died when I was young, devastating. It's still hard to talk about at 40. I know, man. I almost started crying just by mentioning it. Like, you know, like there are two things. Is like my dog. She died when she was like 17, right? She was an old dog, you know, but she was amazing. It was a beautiful Dalmatian dog, beautiful. And but well, it is still a pet, right? Like you know, it just hits different when it's like someone very, very close to you. Don't go for gear, just go for kills. The more kills you get, the more elites gonna pop out. I think at one run I had 400 so elites goals and 10 pop up. Really? So I just go for kills. Let's try that. Share those moments with family as shit happens. I have started to always tell my parents I love them after leaving them when I visit, because you never know. That's actually very true, man. Oh my god, I lost the kill streak. Fuck, I fucked up. Let me just start over. That's very true, man. That's very true. You never know, and that's how life is, man. Even if you think you don't know. CB saying it's been like 3 years since I have buried my other half. I don't think truly gets over that. That's why I use CB viewer as a name. My name's Cameron Burson, and my girl was Cameron Burgess. Jesus, man. Fuck, dude. Jesus. I can't imagine, like, if my wife, like sometimes I think about this chat. I see my grandpa, right? It's been 6 months. I look at him and I see pain. You know, I see loneliness, I see pain, I see grief, and like we try hard. Like I try hard also to, but it was like with my grandma for like 68 years together. They met each other at 13 or 14, and they were together and they got married until like my grandpa now is 80 something, right? So like 70 years, yeah, around like 70 fucking years, right? And sometimes I just try to imagine how the fuck, like just the thought that if I ever lose my wife, it just like fucking destroys me, man. I like, so yeah, it's just crazy. Because I think you guys, I think you guys know, like, I think you guys can see from the stream how I think I'm very lucky that, like, my relationship right now with my wife is at the stage that we had to work really hard. Okay, so like we had our pitfalls, we had our problems. I fucked up, chat, in the beginning of the relationship. I fucked up, I did mistakes, so I'm not perfect, but we overcame. And now I'm gonna say, chat, it's just amazing. It's just amazing, and I think you guys can see that I cheers that, and I'm very happy right now. And all I can say, and I hope, is that you guys are also that. And even if you're not right now, I hope you do. And CB, man, Jesus, man, I hope you. All I hope from the bottom of my heart is that you were doing good, man. To take care of yourself as much as you can, because I don't even think like anyone can even come to understand that. How does it feel? Another thing, chat, that I can also say, sometimes if you're having a problem in your relationship, for example, me and my wife, we had a problem, right? I'm not gonna go deep into it, but we couldn't overcome it, and that problem was always emerging. And it passed one or more than 1 year. We are trying to solve it, and I promise you, we did one couples therapy, and it literally changed our relationship 180. Literally one fucking session of couples therapy, because I understood, like, sometimes, and that's what therapy does. I never went to singular therapy, even if I should, but I'm just like, I think I'm stubborn. Okay, I'm a stubborn guy, and I think I can solve everything alone, and that's just like my nature. And I think probably a lot of you guys that are men, probably you guys understand what I'm saying, the stubbornness that you have, and you think you can solve it all. So if you ever have a problem in your relationship, try to go and fix it as fast as you can, especially if you care a lot about that person. I had something with my grandma with my grandfather after he lost my grandma after 62 years of marriage and 65 years together. The only thing I was hearing from him, the 40 years he lived once he passed away, was I'm going to your grandma. Yeah, I feel like how, you know, like, but we can't even like judge, you know, like, man, you are like an entire fucking life with your loving one for like 70 years. You guys understand? Like, listen, 70 years, I have to live almost my whole life again, and it will not even be enough. I have to relive my life once again since the day I was born, and it will still not be 70 years. That 70 years is fucking a lot, man. It's a lot of it's a lot of time to be with someone. It's fucking wild. It's like your whole existence, it is with this person. So whenever that person goes away, you feel like literally your other half, it's gone. You know, like half of your life, it's gone. Yo, Luis, what's up, man? I have someone right now, and it does hurt to see Cameron in everything that happened to my girl right now. Yeah, like, you know, like I don't expect my grandpa to, you know, is 86. Is 86. I don't expect him to get someone else, right? It's fucking 86. I don't think, but I like if he was 50, 40, 50, 30, like anyone that is even 60, you know, like if you're fucking 60 in today's age, if you take care of yourself, you still have like fucking 25, 30 years, you know, if you take care of yourself, right? It's not like it's not ludicrous that we may live until like 85, 90, right? So if you're 60 right now, I think you're still fucking young. Maybe 300 years ago, there was no medicine, there was no health, you know what I'm saying? No, it's like it's a lot. So I feel like another thing that I think, and I see, for example, that with my wife, we see things in a very, very different way. Like I'm a very long-term dude. I think things in the long term, okay? Which sometimes it handicaps me in the short term, right? But I see things like how it's gonna be things in 5 years or 10 years, 25 years. I imagine things in that way. But it's kind of a good thing. It's kind of a good thing. It's kind of literally a good thing that like I feel like having someone that it doesn't live that way. Sometimes it provides things that we just live more in the moment. Other times it creates problems because I say, oh, we should not do that because we may need that or something like that. Bros, gonna stream until eternity? Yes, until I'm gonna be 89 and I'm gonna be here on YouTube selling my forehead for money. That's right, chat. Mark is saying, I met my wife when I was 18 and now I'm 50. We've been together more than half of my life. It's crazy. She's the best friend. Enjoy the ride, even bumps. It goes fast. Take care of each other. Yo, fuck me. Cheers to you, man. And also, chat, you met when you were 18. I feel like you're lucky. But it doesn't matter when you meet your other half. It doesn't matter if he's at 18, if he's at 20, if he's at 30, or if he's at 40 or 50. It doesn't matter, man. I feel like there will always be a time for you to meet the right person. For me, it was when I was 29. That's when I met my wife. She was it doesn't like I was with other people before, but they were not the ones. Let's say it that way. It's more simple to say it that way. I lost my son last year, full cancer, so I don't see the point of living his life with. Jesus, man, what the fuck, Siggy? Bro, go to the fucking witch, man. Seriously, what the hell? That's fucking wild. So you lost your brother and your son. That's I can't even imagine losing your son. I feel like chat, I know we're speaking about like very dark shit, but these are the real shit that is the most real shit we can actually speak about, right? But I feel like losing your son, it just feels so unnatural, man. It just has to feel so unnatural. It literally goes against the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? The cycle. Daughter and sons, they should not go before their parents. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't. It's like literally unnatural to happen. So the amount of pain that it has to create in parents must be I like to a point, that chat, that whenever that happens, it fucks up the marriage to a point that a lot of them, they cannot cope with the pain, and then not only they lose their son or daughter, but they also lose their partner, because after this shit, they just cannot connect anymore, and it's fucked, man. It is very fucked. People are like puzzle pieces. When clicked together, right? You just start see the bigger picture. Yes, yes. That's such a beautiful way to put it. Just such a beautiful way to put it. Whose name is gonna be on thumbnail? What are you talking about, man? Yeah, man. It's. Are you going to? Did you ever consider going like to therapy? Because I feel, and this is not like, and just because like it's something like so deep that if you start feeling like you have nothing to pursue in life, it just puts, and it's just like so fucked, man. There are problems in life. No, but see, I'm not a solution. You know, see, I am entertainment. You know I'm a person, but I will probably be. I can't solve in no series, no TV show, no stream, no movie, no game can solve problems for us. They are just mere distractions to avoid us to think about our life and our problems, right? And it is okay. It is okay. They are good ways to take your mind off. Is better that than fucking doing drugs and alcohol and all that shit. So I feel like it's definitely a better, healthy way to cope with your stress, anxiety, depression, whatever. But I feel like if you go like through so much things, I feel like maybe you should consider. I think like anyone, I'm trying to convince my grandpa to just go to therapy, man, because it's getting like I see that I see is okay. I'm gonna say in a gaming term, but I see the HP of my grandpa going down. I literally can see his HP is going down, and he's still good. He's still in good shape, but his mental is. So for me, I'll tell you something, Chad. If in the future if I can afford, I will go. I would love to go. I would love to go to therapy whenever things are good, just to maintain it that way. Because this is one thing, Chad. If you see the highest performance athletes and businessmen and whatever at the highest level, people that are rich or they all understand how important it is to be mentally healthy. But whenever you're poor, your main concern is to put freaking food in the table. So you don't have the money to actually go and think about going to fucking therapy. Therapy is expensive. At least here in Portugal, it's fucking expensive. It's like it's like 70 euros per session. 70 euros is a lot of money here. So a lot of people, they don't go, and they should, because sometimes your life can change around just going to therapy. But like people that are like high performance athletes and like people that really understand that to have a great life you have to be like with a mental fortitude very strong, they all go to therapy. But it is not even therapy. It is like it's just like you have a coach. It's like a mental coach. You know what I'm saying? You have someone that is gonna keep you in check and it's gonna keep you like mentally strong. In my country, 450 euros per session. Where the fuck do you live? Where do you live? I want to become a therapist, and I want to go live in your country right now. Like literally, the Middle East, bro. What the fuck? I 100% gonna become. It's like Saudi Arabia or something like that. Saudi Arabia actually looks pretty good. 750 euros per session. Oh, okay. How much is that? That's like what? 80 euros. Yeah, that's like 80 euros. Yeah, but you see, Siggy, you pay almost the same as I do, and the base salary in your country is like 3 or 4 times more than mine.